Hi everyone, welcome to Bead Table Wednesday. Glad you guys could make it today. Let me get that fixed up. I'm Heather Powers, I'm your host. I'm from Humblebeads.com. Well, that's my website. I'm not actually from there, but you get the meaning. So I'm a bead maker, jewelry designer, author, and illustrator, and my goal this year is to see you every week on Wednesday for Bead Table Wednesday, where I share a free project with you guys. And so I have a fun little tool to share with you guys today. So say hello if you're here watching. I'd love to hear from you. Hi, Joellen and Holly and Curtis. Glad to have you here. Hi, guys. Yay! So glad you guys are all pouring in. We have Kimberly. Hello. Yes, it's great to have it's nice to be halfway through the week, although, you know, when you work from home and it's during the pandemic, every day is just kind of another day. Oh, hi Lynn, my bead buddy for sure, and Dale and Kimberly. Oh, I think I said hi to Kimberly already. Hi guys, and Sue. Nice to have you guys here. Lauren, hello, hello. All right, so I'm going to share the Vintaj one-step looper with you today and a little fun project with it. So if you haven't seen the one-step looper, you're in for a little magical treat. And if you have seen it, then you just get to enjoy a fun free project for today that's all about love and hearts and flowers and what could be better. Just what we need. So we're actually going to be doing several heart projects coming up. So I have this one, and then for the Great Bead Extravaganza, I have another heart project for that that's totally different and knotting. And so yes, Curtis, I am going to be putting up the kits for the make sure I say it right. The Great Bead Extravaganza kits are going to be up on Friday afternoon. So I will have, it's a knotting kit, and it's going to be a really fun, cute project that I think you guys will really like. And so we'll have those on Friday, and I have 4 different colors, and they're really beautiful, and I hope you love them. And they're going to be using the same kind of hearts that I have for today's project, which if you haven't seen a peek of them, here's a little photo of them. So they're my polymer clay hearts with all the flowers around them. All right, guys, say hello. I love to hear from you guys. Hi, Diane and Carlene and Helen and Susan. Donna, nice to have you guys. So I'm going to turn the camera around and get started and show you guys this cool little project. So let's just jump in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the heart and getting a little bail for my heart. So I'm going to pull out my handy dandy steel block with the rubber sound dampener, and I have 18 gauge wire here, and I'm going to cut off about a 5-inch piece of 18 gauge copper wire. So 18 gauge wire, this is copper wire. You can use any colored wire for this project. I just happen to like the warmth of the copper, and there's little copper foil in the hearts. So underneath the layers of the branches, there's a little bit of copper foil, so it kind of picks that up. All right, ball peen hammer, and I'm just going to hammer the end here. Turn that over. So making a little paddle head pin is what I'm basically doing. And now we're going to do our nails. No, you can use a nail file or a metal file, but I just use this emery board. It's just quick and easy, and here at the ready. And you file in one direction, so you're not seesawing back and forth. You're going in one direction, and just smoothing that out so you don't have any sharp edges. Okay, step one, all done. So I hammered the 18 gauge wire and then filed it with an emery board. I'm going to slip this on. Now I want the paddle to be facing forward, and I'm going to grab a little teeny tiny faceted 2mm spacer. If you don't have a 2mm spacer, you could put in a little seed bead there. You just want something in this little area, because if not, you'll have a funky little hole when you do the wire wrapping. And so that's just a fill in that space a little bit. Dinah, this is 18 gauge wire is what I'm using, so a little heavier wire, and that's it will make that nice paddle. And I'm making a wrapped loop, wrapped it around my round nose pliers. I'm going to grab my chain nose pliers, wrap it around 2 times tightly, and then 2 more times on top. I'm ending in the back, and I'm going to trim that wire and then squeeze that little end of the wire in, which I often call tucking in your tail. So that's the first step of the pendant. And now the fun part. So these are the Vintaj one-step loopers, and these make little little tiny loops with one step. Haha! What do you think of that? So let me just show you how this goes. I feel like I should be wearing a top hat. Okay. There's a tiny little hole in the top here. Can you see where my wire pokes through? So you want to stick your wire in, and you want your little bead to be right at the guide. So this bottom part is the guide. Kind of hard to do this when it's not right in my face. Okay, and now I'm going to just squeeze the pliers. It makes a little loop, and that's it. Guys, that's it. You just squeeze the pliers and it makes a little loop for you. How crazy is that? I should have, oh, excuse me, let me do this right. Okay. I'm going to stick my my head pin in here. The first squeeze cuts it. The second squeeze does the loop, and ta-da! Now these are one size loops only, and they're kind of small, so this works best for little dangles, or if you're going to be making a beaded chain like the kind that's used on rosaries, like that style. Okay, it's in there. Squeezing. Oop. There you go. I'm gonna do 2 of each of these colors. It's just gonna whiz by because all you do is stick it through here and squeeze. What do you guys think? Is this magic? Are you loving it? So not only does it save time, but if you are having mobility issues with your hands and using the pliers to make even loops, this really can be a little lifesaver. And Vintaj sent this to me to play with, so I forgot to look at how much it is, but it's not, pretty sure it's under $20. And you can get it from vintaj.com on their website. And these are little bell flowers, the little 6mm ones that I sell on my website. I have them in a rainbow of colors. This is crazy, isn't it, guys? Like, that's all there is to it. Yes, Mary, they do sell a larger looper. Is it from Beadsmith? I'm not sure exactly which company it is, but there is a larger looper available on the market that makes like a 3mm loop. I think they said this is a, I'm not sure how big, a 1mm loop. It's pretty small. Okay. And now I'm going to do two of the bigger flowers that I have, which are bellflowers, but they're the larger ones. Yes. You know, I'm so sorry. I had it in my mind before the thing and I didn't write it down. And it doesn't say on here. But if you go on the Vintaj website, you can see what size the loop is. It's definitely a small one. Okay, guys, so loving that. So quick, so easy. Almost halfway done with my necklace. I have a large 15mm jump ring, and I'm using a smooth one this time around. And I'm going to stick my two large flowers on the bottom, and I'm putting the little loops towards the back. I just think it looks neater. Not like neato, but cleaner. And sticking my flowers on. And I'm just repeating the pattern on both sides. The two flowers in the middle are different, but the pattern that I'm putting the flowers on the ends are the same pattern. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Isn't that pretty? Love it. So, no matter what focal bead you're using, you can just have a little rainbow. Oh, thank you, Dina, for sharing the link to the larger one. 1.5mm. That's the size that these loops are, Dina. Or Dinah, I'm not sure which it is. So these are 1.5mm loops, and the other one that is sold, I think by Beadsmith, are 3mm. Okay, so let's do eye pins now. And I'm going to take a few of these and cut about 1.5 inches. And ideally I'm going to do 6, but I have a few done, so I don't have to show you. Now, you're not going to stick it all the way into the loop, into the guide, because that'll just waste a bunch of wire for you. You can just put it right past the cutter and do a little twist, and that will give you a perfect little eye pin. I'm going to stick that on. Okay, that's it. That's how easy this is. So for the eye pin, you're going to stick the wire just past the cutter. That's going to give you a nice clean cut, and then twist your wire. I do bend the eye pin up a little so that it's straight, and then you'll stick on your bead. And these are 8mm English cut check beads, which I just love. I love a good facet. Okay. So there we go. We have the have 6 of these ready. And some twisted head pins, jump rings. Whenever I do a design with chain at the end, like to finish this, I would just put chain. But if you just put chain directly on this jump ring, what's going to happen is the chain's just going to twist around. So if you put a few little beads on each side and then the chain, it's going to lay a lot better and it's not going to twist around on you when you're wearing it. Especially if you're wearing long necklaces. That's a really great tip for long necklaces. Norma Jean, it is 18 gauge wire. That's what I used for the bail and the little tiny bead links. Okay. Now to add these on, just really simple construction of opening and closing jump rings. Make sure you close that really good. And I feel like the older my eyes get, the harder jump rings are. Anyone else? Just me? Okay. Bifocals are tricky. And I did find that it takes a little practice with the looper to get the bead exactly in the right spot. So I would suggest, if you get a new one, to practice a little with just plain wire and make the eye pins until you get the feel for where the little beads are supposed to go, which is right up to this part on the pliers. I don't know if you can see that right here. That's like your little guide, the first little piece of metal that's sticking out. That's where you want your beads to go. Okay, last little jump ring. And let me grab my chain here. And you can do the chain to whatever size you like that will fit over your head, whether that's 26 is a good size, up to 30, just depending what you like. So you'll minus the 2 or 3 inches that this is, and then add your chain length. So that's all there is to it, guys. You'll repeat on the other side. Then you have a sweet little Valentine bouquet necklace. What do you guys think? That's it. That's all there is to this little guy. Oh, then that's a good idea. Lynn says to hold your jump ring closing over a white piece of paper so you can see if the space is closed tightly. Very nice, Lynn. Okay, guys, I have to tell you about this because it's going to be so fun and exciting. The group that brought you the Great Bead Extravaganza in November is back for another weekend of fun, and we have so many great projects and little surprises for you. And this is February 5th through the 7th, and you'll be able to join the Great Bead Extravaganza group. Just Google the Great Bead Extravaganza and the group will pop up, and you can join if you're not already a member. And they'll be doing huge giveaways all weekend and all sorts of fun projects, like I said. Oh, and before you go, so heart kits will be on the website at 3 o'clock, along with just plain hearts if you want to do your own kit, or you have your own little bouquet of flowers ready to go. But let me show you some other things that I have to add to the website today. Little show and tell. We have little leaves. These look like little pine branch fronds. And these are from Vintaj, and these will be at humblebeads.com. And I just love the woodland feel of these. Yes! Isn't that pretty? Oh, Norma Jean has a great question. Norma Jean, I will be doing a show on my website all weekend with new beads. We're making tons of heart-themed stuff, lots of faux tin, and lots of new disc beads. So yes, and birds too. So that'll all be during the Great Bead Extravaganza. We'll definitely be doing like a big trunk show, but it will be on the website listed just because that's easier for us for inventory. Okay, so we have these little guys. Then I have these sweet little birds, and I have these in copper and silver on the website, and I'm adding them in the gold plating too. I love these little sweet guys. Oh! Okay, another thing from that company are little bees, but guys, look, they're buttons. Won't these make the sweetest little closures on bracelets? You could do a little flower themed bracelet with a little bee button at the end. You could do it with wrapped leather, tied leather, or wax linen. And I'll be showing you guys a button project next week. But I wanted to show you guys these little cuties. And these are 18 karat gold plated. The gold is. And then I have pewter pieces from Green Girl Studios. And these are little trees. And ta-da! Buttons too. Isn't that cute? Judy, there is going to be a kit for the heart necklace at 3 o'clock. I'll be adding those to the website at 3. And my last new little piece that I have for the website today, which I just love these. They're these little tiny, teeny tiny leaf charms that kind of look like hearts. Aren't those adorable? Won't those just make the sweetest earrings? I love them. So that's going to be the new stuff, along with, I have a whole bowl full of hearts that I'll be listing today. And so at 3 o'clock, kits and hearts will be on the website. All right, guys. The Great Bead Extravaganza kits will be on Friday on the website, and so there'll be 4 different colors, and it's a knotting project, and so you guys can play along. Yeah, it's going to take me till Friday to get all those done. All right, guys, Eastern Standard Time for everything, Jeannie. I'm in Michigan, and so that is definitely the time zone that we're at. So in an hour and a half, I'll have those new kits on the website. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this fun, sweet little project, just something simple and easy. Definitely a new favorite. I'm going to be playing with this a lot. It just saved me so much time, and everything looks so consistently and beautiful with the one-step looper. And so you can get the one-step looper from vintaj.com, and that's it. All right, guys, you have a fantastic week. Norma Jean, you're so funny. Oh, that's right. Get that guy to work so that you can buy more beads. All right, guys, you take care. Sending you love and hugs and kisses, and wishing you all the best for the week. And I'll talk to you later. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments here, and I will go back. Susan, for Friday, it's going to be noon. That's when I'm going to be listing the kits. So Friday at noon for the Great Bead Extravaganza kits. And then I'll post a little reminder tomorrow on my Facebook page with a little preview of what's coming up for those kits. All right, guys, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.